Hello, we're continuing our reading passage titled Reducing Electricity Consumption on the Isle of Wight. We have previously done questions 8 to 13. This is how horrible this looks, but it makes more sense to just continue with the other questions for the passage. Again, this is reading passage 1 before we jump onto something else. So here we go. These are open-ended questions and they are specific questions. They're not the general type that ask us for some kind of common idea of the text. So these are very specific. And we're going to, since it's questions 1, 2, 3, etc., start right from the beginning here. We're not going to jump into the middle or closer to the end. No, you can't find the answers there because these are questions. These are the initial, the first set of questions to the text, okay? So let's check this out here. We're going to look at the instructions. No more than 2 words. We're going to remember that, okay? And or a number. Do not be tricked by the word to because it could be 2 words and a number, which is absolutely fine. So let's underline the key pieces. Approximately how many people live in Wight? So this is very simple. How many people live in Wight, okay? How many people live in Wight? Let's check it out. So let's look at the text. The Isle of Wight is situated. Okay, the island community of about 100 residents. Cool. So let's check it out. About 100 residents. About here corresponds with the word approximately. So they're not asking for a specific number from us. About. But at the same time, it's about 100 residents. So we're going to write down the number here, 100. Again, you can use a word 100 and you can use just a number here. 1 minute. Here we go. Okay, we're going to move the text box here and just type in 100. Perfect. Okay, right. So number 2, what proportion of UK households' electricity consumption does an EG household consume? So what proportion of a UK household this household consume? Okay, let's skim real quick. Okay, CO2 emissions per household are 20% lower than the UK average in electricity use. So we're looking at the consumption here, okay? And it says electricity use is 50% lower. So we're going to type in 50%, okay? Where's our text box here? So we're typing in 50%. Good. Apart from wind and sun, where does most of Wig's electricity come from? Apart from wind and sun. So we're not thinking of wind, we're not thinking of sun. Okay, most of its electricity come from. Okay, let's see. Okay, started quickly, capital, this would also allow most of its electricity from renewable sources, mainly water, wind, and solar power. Cool. So water, wind, and solar power. Wind we have, sun, solar power we have, water is left. So we're going to type in water here, okay? Water would be the answer to this. Water. Cool. All right, number 4, what device? So we're looking at the device here, measures the amount of electricity households are using. Okay, let's check it out. Device is the keyword. It manages electricity demand by manually capping. Device. Okay, all households and businesses have energy monitors. So let's check it out. All households and businesses have energy monitors which display current and cumulative electricity usage. So good. This is what we need. So the device here is energy monitors. Okay, we cannot just put monitors because energy is a very crucial piece to the answer. So energy monitors. Oh, sorry, text box, forgot about it. So energy monitors. Perfect. Okay, we are going to leave it here somewhere, I think. Right, good. Now, when renewable energy supplies are insufficient, so supplies insufficient, bags them up. We need to paraphrase this question to ourselves just to understand what exactly it asks from us. In other words, when there's not enough energy, what supports or helps those energy supplies? And we're talking about renewable energy supplies. Okay, so let's see. Backs them up is the key piece here. In other words, helps, protects, secures. Nothing about backing up here, I think. So lower. Demand diesel generators are operating to back it up. Okay, look at the key piece here. Back it up, and then we have diesel generators. Super. So this is what we type in. Diesel generators, because they back the whole thing up here. Okay, diesel generators. Perfect. Let's make sure that we have it spelled correctly. Spelling is super important on the IELTS test. Diesel generators. You mess up one letter, you lose an answer. What has EHD provided free of charge for all the houses it owns? EHD provided free. This is very important. Free of charge. All the houses. Another key piece of information. So for free. Nothing for free. Okay. Right, let's see, for free. EHD, so EHD is here. Insulation at no cost. So insulation by this, no cost. So the answer is insulation. All right, the text box, insulation. All right. Here's the answer. Okay, how about this? Insulation. Perfect. And the last one, which gardening aid did some EG inhabitants claim grants for? Okay, so the key piece here is gardening aid. What could be a gardening aid? I don't know, shovels, it could be tractors, it could be pretty much anything that you use for gardening, for planting, for growing things. EG inhabitants claim and grants is another key piece of information. Okay, let's continue here. Grant is the key word. Okay. Okay. Resident claim 50% equipment, emissions. Okay. Purchases included bikes, solar, water, heating, secondary glazing, thicker curtains, and greenhouses to grow food locally. Okay, here we go. To grow food locally. That looks ugly. We're going to redo this. Just a minute. No, we're not going to redo this. Okay, let's leave it like that. So to grow food locally. Okay, we're going to highlight it one more time. So rather than importing it. Okay, which gardening aid did some inhabitants claim grants for? Gardening aid again, it is greenhouses. Perfect. So let's check it out. Greenhouses. Okay. Greenhouses. We don't have enough space here, but let's leave it like that. Greenhouses. Okay, perfect. So here are our answers. 150%, water, energy monitors, diesel generators, insulation, and greenhouses. 7 questions, 7 responses. So